First of all, there's a difference between logical types and logical levels. And for me, logical types is about classifications, logical classification. So it's a tire is part of a car is part of transportation. That's what we would call chunking in NLP, right? So that this notion of classifications. For me, levels, and it's often why I like to show the levels being a kind of an operational hierarchy, a tree structure. So in other words, there you have it's more of a process orientation rather than a classification of things. It's how this process is operating on that process. That one is a sub-process. A little bit like P language, there's what you call nested totes. So a
Mhm.
tote test, operate, test is basically a feedback loop. And this is why I was making the connection to our nervous system, because our nervous system actually functions more that way. In other words, I have my eyes, my ears, my nose, and those are engaged out to the environment. And so that then what comes in through my eyes goes to a certain part of my brain where, I can start to, if something's coming at me, I will react to it. So there's now there is a response. But then those also go into these parts of the brain where we're forming our map. So I take in these things. I'm not just here reflectively reacting to whatever is around me. I'm also building a richer and richer map of my world, my environment, etc. And that's where these then are syntheses. So what the idea we would say is that each of these levels is a synthesis of processes that are on the levels below. And I think that's where it sometimes gets a little tricky if we think it's just about levels of classification. That's not really capturing it. It's more operational, it's alive. It's about, again, I don't know what better word to say than what a process that is acting on a group of others. And that becomes a synthesis.